Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from DarthMarik's, who got a really good round in the G04 Gundam already and sent it along. This is the RX-78-4, as seen in the PS2 game Encounters in Space, which I think in Japanese was known something like Space to the End of a Flash. It was not the same name in Japanese. I don't believe it's the third and final Gundam movie. But it was here in the U.S. because it was kind of the one they'd used to round out the story that started in Journey to Jaburo. But yeah, it was a really good machine in Battle Operation 1, and from everything I've heard, they've actually improved it since. For one thing, it has dodge roll now, which it did not before with the giant guns on its back. It does still have that mega beam launcher, and it has a wrist-mounted beam gun, which I believe in the first game was like a single-shot stun thing, but has changed to be more like the first game's Gelga Jaeger beam gun, from what I have heard, and is now like a rapid-fire spot thing. But it has its hyper beam rifle, which, as far as I can tell, does pretty good damage, and since the thing has an innate 30 ranged mod, that should be pretty substantial. Good maneuvering from that Easy 8, but it was not enough, and let's see, that can't really see, but yeah, looks like the beam spot gun is exactly that. Useful little thing. And yeah, got a kill already. It's an ace match, so let's see, with 833 hit points, Marik is hanging back, and that is wise. Something I wanted to talk about, because someone talked to me about this in a comment yesterday. I try to... there's only a few people I take guest videos from. Marik is one, Bop is one, Duchess is another. There's a couple others you've seen stuff from, Salty, Seraphic Zero, I think. But I just wanted to say that if you see a name you don't recognize, and I'm talking about playing the game myself, that is because I am playing the game on my alt. So if I credit gameplay from whoever I'm using it from, and I always, like I said, I only take it from a select few people. Everything's used with permission, so yeah, if you see a name that's not Flailthroughs, that's probably my alt. So, just in case you didn't know, now you know. And that's a bad position to be in, yeah. But there's not much you can do when you get down to 83 hit points. You can just, get away and repair, and that's about it. But given that Marik's done some good damage already, maybe not the bad news with... Well, there's 5 minutes left, but, taking a strategic death if you have any thought you could be the ace, never a bad idea. Like I said, in this case, it was just a case of, what do you do with 83 hit points? So, let's see, fairly good close target here. One of the things that I didn't mention in yesterday's video, they've made some changes to a few things. They've made the Zagaki and Zagaki's missiles a little bit better, fire a little faster, and I think more directly. And also, they have tweaked the beam rifle and a couple other little things on the G3 Gundam, which I really liked that thing. It was not great compared to some of the other things you could be using. Ooh, here comes the Mega Beam Launcher. Let's see. Oh, that is a great shot, and it's one that, like the infamous troll rifle, you have to wait to charge before you can fire, but it is charged, and... Is it charged? It is now, and boom. I understand it has piercing, like the Skiri's beam cannon, which makes sense. It's a giant beam cannon. It really should. So, by piercing, I mean that if there's more than... 2 targets in a row, it will hit them both. So, and I think it will... The Skiri used to be able to fire through some small obstacles. It's been a while since I made that work, but that may just be my luck rather than any kind of gameplay changes. But yeah. Also, a thing I got wrong in yesterday's update video, the current round of monthly mission goals lasts until May the 1st. So they did not give us just 3 days for one of those. They actually did give us a full month, which, wise. So we have a full month plus a couple of extra days, which good way to ease us into that program. So best of luck to everybody to get the new emblems and the bonuses they give. If this is how emblems are going to be handed out from now on, I like that a lot better than ranked matches. A lot better. So maybe they'll do ranked matches too, but I won't miss them if they don't, frankly. Yes, Merrick is the ace. They've got a slight lead already. He lost his shield, so he's got a speed boost. Not a bad position to be in. See, and, you know, they've got a pixie, and their ace is not the pixie. That's the most important thing. So, just waiting for opportunities is now the name of the game with beam rifle play. You hang back, you charge, you wait for the chance to shoot, and, you know, follow up. The G04 can also use the Hyper Bazooka, so I think it uses the same Hyper Bazooka as everything else. It did in the first game. But yeah, it's pretty good. I keep calling it the G04, that's what all the merchandising calls it. It is technically the RX-78-4, in case I didn't say this already. And that's, you know, and also the RX-78-5 was in Battle Operation 1 and Encounters in Space, so hopefully that'll be next week's deal. It was an interesting mobile suit, where this has beam weapons. It had a Gatling that was really potent. Since machine guns are just better in general in this game, that could be interesting. So, we'll see what happens. But good ace play here. Merrick is, taking good opportunities, keeping himself safe, sticking with the team, and the team is sticking with him and guarding him. This is how ace matches are supposed to work, ideally. I hate to say supposed to, because supposed to is just one of those things that a lot of supposed to is very subjective. But in terms of the best way for an ace match to work, from what I've seen over the years, a good cohesive team will do the most damage. And if he can follow up on that, that's another kill. But there's somebody headed for his base, so it's not a terrible thing to be thinking about. Not that you can do anything to the base in this mode, but that means the person is isolated. So it's a good target. And but the person with low health is closing in. Yeah, they are all rushing wisely because the round is almost over. If they were to get Merrick and their ace were to make a lot of kills, they could potentially catch this up. But just from the look of things, I don't think they're gonna. As long as you're not going to get to see him to fire that beam spot, that mega beam launcher again, just because there's not enough time. It takes forever to charge. So, but there's another good target. Can he get it? Let's see, and trying, because it's person's doing some good evading, and they're trying to stack damage on him, and he's got him. Very nice shot. Got around the person who was sneaking up behind him. 10 seconds left. Even if he were to die now, they'd have it. But he's got good health. There's only one enemy left out of that entire crowd. So yeah, great play here. They won by a factor of almost 3-1. And the G04 Gundam looks really good. So thank you very much for this footage, Merrick. Great to see this. Hopefully I will get it in my next 10 roll because it looks great. And yeah, swept the board. Top score, top assist score, top damage, and as the ace most targeted. So yeah, great round. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. So until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!